When I shot full frame Nikon, the third member of my killer trio was the classic 85mm f1.4. It was a solid tank of a lens, or it is, that produced amazing portraits. So I thought it was only fair, now I'm messing with this M43 system, that I should search out a lens that gives me the same happy, warm feeling. This could be it. We've got a nice 85mm full frame equivalent, f1.2 at the widest aperture, that can be controlled directly via an aperture ring on the lens, or you can flick it into A mode to control it via the camera body itself. You've got a 67mm filter thread. On the side here, we've got a couple of switches, autofocus, manual focus, which feel great, and importantly, power OIS on and off. Beautiful. Minimum focus distance, 50 centimeters. As you can see, it's clearly not a small lens, but it does pack a lot of glass, as you can imagine, so it comes in at 425 grams. This lens performs superbly, not just for portraiture of course, but for anything where you need a little distance and separation. It gives you just that. It works superbly for stills and video, and the OIS works really well. It's a great inclusion, and for me it just doubles the value, especially using a dual IS system like I have. Other than its size, it is a perfect example of what appeals to me about the Micro Four Thirds system. Okay, other than the size and the price, but that's not particularly relevant if you're a pro or just happy to spend $1,000. The autofocus is fast, accurate, and well, that's it. It does what it should and does what it needs to do. It does what you expect. It's as simple as that. The lens is sharp, wide open. There's very little to no chromatic aberration, no distortion that I can tell anyway. The lens produces images which have a real character to them. It isn't sterile and technical, but it performs superbly either way. Some of the best lenses for portraiture are less than perfect, and at this level you might have feared a lens with zero soul, but no, I've got to say they got it right with this one. In fact, the bokeh, it is very nice, almost creamy like that 85 that I used to own. It really does make the dull situations, such as in my test footage, it can make it really pop. The background renders nice and pleasant, and when you really need it, when you really get that nice dash of light, it can be extra special. Having used it a lot now, I'm ready to put it to work in some actual portrait shoots, even though I shoot Fuji for my pro work. At At over £1,000, this lens is not for everybody, but for a working pro or for somebody that's just got the money for it, it is an amazing lens. You get the magic from the classic 85mm that Nikon and Canon were famous for. You get high quality performance and a solid feeling lens, even on long shoots. It doesn't have weather resistance, but that's not an issue for me, especially shooting portraits. Of course, your preference may vary, and you'll take that into consideration before buying it. Get your hands on it, as we always recommend. You get down to Wex in Birmingham if you're close. I don't think you'll be disappointed, especially as you'll get to check out their new store just a couple doors down from their old store. Of course, there are a lot of comparisons online with the f1.7 version, which apparently is a very solid option for way less money. I'm hoping to feature that on the channel properly very soon. I think it's a cool lens and maybe a better option for a budget-minded photographer who wants to travel light. This lens though, if you're a pro, it'll pay for itself. Have you used this lens? Let us know in the comments below. As always, subscribe and I'll see you there.